Am I live yet? I am live. Finally. I'm still trying to figure this stuff out. I had tried this about half an hour earlier and set a time for 8:15, and all of a sudden nothing happened. And clock on my PC right here says 8:17, so I figured, well, I better get on the ball just in case anybody's out there. And I'm going to sit here and talk a little bit, and I'm wondering if you can hear me because I've got a new microphone here trying out. Here we go. All right. Got this thing right here. Just wondering how it works. All right. Hello, Machi 74005. Thank you for letting me know. Hope you're doing well tonight. I'm Mark. This is a Garageguy channel, and this evening it is November 20th, Friday night, 2020, the Friday before Thanksgiving. Well, sir, you are the first one there, Machi. Damon Stanley, how you doing? Keith Gregory, how are you doing? Good to see y'all. Boomstick. Good to hear it, my friend. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all are getting ready to have a really good weekend. I just want to say that the first live stream I did earlier in the week, it went really well. I watched the replay of it. I had no negative feedback on it, and for what it was, had quite a few views. So I figured I'd better go on here and check out StreamYard. That's what a lot of the other guys who live stream use. And I haven't got it quite figured out yet, but I did open an account with them. Well, Damon, tell your wife I said happy Thanksgiving to you all too. Thank you for saying so. Anyhow, it turned out good. Had a lot of positive feedback on it. And like I said, this is something I hope to be doing on a weekly basis, maybe twice a week. I'd mentioned before that the weather this time of year can't always get out and do shooting like I want to. It's kind of a weather permitting thing. Plus, with some of the ammo crunch going on in certain areas, can't get out and shoot as much as I'd like to. Brandon Freeman, how are you, my friend? Well, Keith, thank you for saying so, and all my best to your family. Happy Thanksgiving. Anyhow, you know, the weather isn't always cooperative this time of year. Now, where I live at, Scott Hillbilly Morgan, Kentucky. Thank you for stopping by, sir. Kentucky, right on the... it's good to hear, Brandon. Like I was saying, Kentucky. About 2.5 hours in that direction. Kentucky is the home of, well, Rich 1911, Bud's Gun Shop, and probably Kentucky's most famous YouTuber, Mr. Buffalo Outdoors. Buffalo, I want to send you a shout out over there in Eastern Kentucky, my friend. Hope you and your family are doing well. Another shout out I want to send tonight is to another good friend of mine, Mr. Greg Newton, who runs the Lion Quest Fitness channel. He's out of northwestern South Carolina. Greg, I don't know if you're going to see this live or if you might watch the replay later on. Want to say hello. Hope you're doing well. Keith Gregory, you're in northern Kentucky. All right. You know, there was a television show here on a few years back called Justified, and I really enjoyed that. And problem of it is, most of it was not filmed in Kentucky. It was supposed to be in Harlan. Unfortunately, it wasn't. But I enjoyed the show anyway. But there's a lot of good people out in Kentucky. You know, Owensboro is, isn't that the home of Darrell Waltrip? Yeah, Damon, I love that show too. I have the first 4 seasons on DVD. Let me tell you, Damon, the only thing I did not like about the series finale, they arrested Boyd Crowder only halfway through the show, and that really bummed me out. Matchy, you're in Louisville. All right. Good to know. A lot of Kentucky being strongly represented here. Brandon Freeman, Southern West Virginia. My mother's family is from Mingo County, Brandon. Oh, Scott, you're in Owensboro. Yep. Is that true? Daryl Waltrip's from Owensboro? Man, I used to love to watch him race here in Bristol, which Bristol Raceway is only maybe about 45 minutes from me. Yes. All right. Thank you very much. James Weworka, capital of Missouri. Would that be Jefferson City? Because I tell you, James, I did my basic training and AIT at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. And believe me, that was one cold winter. Brandon, Beckley, West Virginia. Speaking of Fort Leonard Wood, Beckley was where I went to the reception station and got sworn in the U.S. Army back in October of '85. Kentucky Speedway, about an hour away from Keith Gregory. Well, we got something in common, Keith. We got some NASCAR tracks close by. I can go in one direction, south, there's Bristol. I can go east of here, there's Martinsville. Well, Keith, you're welcome. And thank you for saying that. Missouri, I'll tell you what, those, I guess they called them Ozark Mountains around in there. There was one thing that bugged me about that part of Missouri, and I don't know what it was. And this might sound stupid to a lot of people. You're used to seeing something all your life, and you're used to it being a certain way. I'm talking about the bark on the trees. When I went to Leonard Wood and we'd start going out in the field on maneuvers, the bark on the trees seemed to be about 3 shades darker, and I was like, what's that about? You know, I'm not making fun or anything. I'm just being honest. I mean, the terrain and everything reminded me of here in the Appalachians. I didn't really get homesick, but the bark on the trees, like I said, the color was a few shades darker, and I'm like, wow, what kind of tree is this? Yes, clay soil. But I didn't have time to see the clay soil because it was mostly snow and ice on the ground out there. I was out there about my first week in basic training, went into the chow hall for supper, come back out about 20 minutes later. I swear the temperature dropped 30 degrees and it did not warm back up until a week before I left. And that was in March of '86. But tell you what, Missouri, got some fond memories out there. And joining the military, I have no regrets whatsoever. I think it made me a better person. And I was fortunate enough to serve under the great Commander-in-Chief, Ronald Reagan. Connor Bowers, good question. What do I think of gun control? Well, it depends on the person. Are they responsible enough to even own or use a firearm? Okay, I'll be honest. I know people that have never committed a crime in their life, but I swear they don't have the God-given sense to own a firearm safely. Seriously. It's like some people are book smart, but they have no common sense. Orlando, Keith Gregory, you went to boot camp in Orlando in the middle of summer. Oh, Lord, I bet it was hot. Oh, Florida. Yeah, I got sunburned in February down in Miami back in '88. Yeah, February. But Connor, let me get back to you, my friend. Tabitha Andrick, hello, how are you this evening? Thanks for stopping by. Connor Bowers, gun control, well, sometimes like I said, it depends on the individual. Some people have no business having a firearm. Most people would, well, if you commit a felony, then certainly not. You don't need a firearm. You do something that's stupid, then you don't need one. But like I said, there's some people out there that have never broken the law, but they don't have enough sense in their head to own a firearm. I'm not making fun or saying anything bad about it. It's just the way it is, and I'm sure every one of you there that's watching this will agree with me. As far as a politician that lives, well, Richmond's about 300 miles from where I live here in the southwestern part of Virginia. And the governor is not nowhere's near from here. Well, Damon, thank you for saying so. You're welcome, my friend. The culture and everything where he was brought up, the lifestyle and everything, totally different than here in the southwestern part of Virginia. A lot of people grew up around firearms. Some people have fired their first firearm before they even started school. It's just that simple. Connor, my friend, you seem to have a good head on your shoulders. But, gun laws are gun laws. Don't go out and do anything that will cause you not to be able to own a firearm in the future. Keith served under George Bush Sr. All right, Keith, were you in during Desert Storm? Oh boy, Michael Davis. Hey, good to hear from you. Michael down there in South Carolina. Well, I'll tell you what, Michael, you and Lance, I want to tell you both. I had planned on coming down there, and the C-19 thing, it's just, I've got some coworkers that's had it. Even though I don't show symptoms and I have been tested and it came back negative, I'm trying to stay close to home with all this going on because, even if I was to up and have it, I don't want to spread it to nobody. That's some serious stuff. Tabitha, your husband has a Springfield XD9 subcompact. What type holster would I recommend? Tabitha, may I be honest with you? I have never owned a Springfield. I've shot them, but I've never owned one. So I would say get here on YouTube, type in Springfield XD9 subcompact holsters, and watch the different videos that comes up and see what people like about them and dislike about them. And then from there, you can, make your own decisions, Brandon, well, you've had COVID. I'm glad you recovered from it. Well, Keith, thank you for your service, sir. Desert Storm veteran. I got out of the service in '88. Almost went into the reserves at a unit over in Gay Lakes, Virginia. And I don't know why I didn't go in. I was pretty well fresh out of the military, and I had some job options pending here. And, well, I wanted to see them through first. And I do regret not going back into the reserves. Well, Tabitha, like I said, just get on YouTube. It's probably the best source of research for that kind of thing you can find out here. That's how I researched a lot of things. My Glock 48, I did some research and found a good holster for it a while back. And thanks to YouTube, before I buy a firearm or accessory, I will get here on YouTube and do the research. Tabitha, Brandon Freeman is giving you some advice here. Go ahead and check it out and see what you find out. And on a future live stream, let us know how it panned out. Anyhow, the gun control thing, you have people that we elect making these kinds of decisions for us. And here lately, I'm not agreeing with a whole lot of them. Here in Virginia, I think it was 100 counties and independent cities this past year declared themselves to be 2A firearm sanctuaries. And even though we know it's not a legal thing, it's more of a symbolic thing that sent a message to the state legislators here in the state of Virginia. Now, Governor Northam, he was just hell-bent on banning ARs, hell-bent on banning AKs and coming up with magazine capacity limits. Thankfully, there were some Democrats in the state house that are pro 2A, but then they come to realize if they voted for Governor Northam's ideas, they would not get reelected. Smart move. Anyhow, Big Boss Man, America's Dairyland, would that happen to be Wisconsin? Oh, Lord, Joe Price. He just showed up on the side chat. We've seen Joe here on my channel several times before. M&P 40 Compact, he now owns that pistol. When I bought my M&P 45 Shield, Joe took first shots out of it, and he's been on a couple other videos as well. Joe, how you doing tonight, buddy? Hope you're having a good cold one, getting kicked back and relaxed for the evening. It's good to see somebody I know in person on here. Of course, all you good people on here in the side chat. I'd like to get to know y'all in person too someday. Tell you what, if chance ever comes around and y'all ever in my neck of the woods, just send me a email or whatever. We'll shoot a few rounds. Just have some fun. Well, Joe, tell you what, I'm going to drop a bombshell on you. Uh-oh. The man himself, Buffalo Outdoors. Buffalo, hope you and your family are doing well. I would love to make that trip over there to Kentucky and do some shooting. Brandon, you'll be in Coburn in March. Tell you what, Coburn's not that far from here, maybe about 45 minutes. As a matter of fact, my old high school plays their high school in football every year and other sports. Damon Stanley, bring the 357 SIGs. Yes, sir. My second favorite round behind 357 Magnum. Buffalo, while I'm on here in person, I want to say thank you. I want to tell everybody out here, Buffalo gave my channel here about 2 years ago the nicest shout out during a video. And my subscription rate jumped overnight. I'm talking over 100 subscribers on Buffalo's word alone. Buffalo, I appreciate it very much. And something I will never forget, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, Keith, I love 357 Magnum round 2. I mean, when you pull the trigger on a revolver that's chambered in 357 Magnum, you know you shot something. Yeah, and not just anybody can shoot a 357 Magnum and be accurate with it. I love that caliber. It's a shame YouTube guidelines prohibits the physical handling of firearms during a live stream. Or I bring out one now I bought a couple of years ago. Scott, yeah. Tell you what, Buffalo's a man. His word carries a lot of weight here on YouTube as far as the gun family goes. Machi, GP100 was your first handgun. And I bought one here a while back. And I love that thing. And my big rigger influence, I mentioned before in my videos, Mr. Holster. God bless him. Buffalo, you're right. We are Appalachian brothers. We are Appalachian Americans. And, honest reviews is the only way to go because people can sit back and tell when somebody is just talking a load of hooey. Okay? You can tell if somebody knows what they're saying or not. And, I've spotted a lot of fakes here on YouTube. I'm not some gun expert myself. I just do this for fun. But a lot of these channels, it's like watching an infomercial. And it's almost like it's scripted. Now, I'm going to tell you what, there have been times I've used cheat notes when I'm doing a gun review. I'll have a piece of notebook paper or something taped to my camera tripod. If there's something important that I want to mention and I want to make sure I don't forget it, then I'll write it down and I'll tape that paper to the camera tripod. And then that way, I don't forget it. You don't want to leave something important out. Keith Gregory, you're right. God bless Mr. Holster. Mr. Holster, if you ask me, if you looked up the word charisma in a dictionary, his picture would be right beside of it. The man had a great personality. Even if he did a review on a firearm I had no interest in, I would watch the review anyway because I'd always come away with a smile. That's just the kind of guy he was. I'm going to tell you fellas what, I miss his videos. I go back and watch them quite a bit. And one of the most entertaining videos he did, he was describing the Crazy Scotsman's live stream that comes on Sunday night, Foreign and Domestic Roundtable. I can't remember exactly what all he said, but it said like you got a bunch of people and maybe after 2 hours, maybe one of them's come up with something worth listening to. Oh boy, he had a great sense of humor. I really miss that gentleman. God bless him and his family. Joe Price, drop that bombshell on you. Joe, I don't have to work tomorrow. Oh boy. I figured I'd better keep my mouth shut until after I left. But yeah, Joe Price, he's one of my coworkers. And we're all supposed to be doing overtime and everything and working Saturdays. I was told, oh, you aider, me either. Okay. I think Joe had a misspell there, but that's all right. Joe's probably on a second or third cold one right now, but not a thing in the world wrong with that. Well, good. They're about to work us to death. We've been doing overtime all week. Oh boy, or more. Well, yeah, Joe, he enjoys a good cold drink. Like I said, nothing wrong with that. Oh boy, Joe, he's a crackerjack. If you people ever met him, you'd like him. But yeah, back to Buffalo Outdoors. Buffalo, I've seen the work you've done on your shooting range. You take excellent care of it. Probably one of the top 5 here on YouTube. Now, a lot of people might have more targets or whatever, but more is not always better. You can tell a lot by a person about how he takes care of his property. And Buffalo, your range is always nice. Even it could be pouring the rain and you'd standing in the mud, you'd still have a nice range. Okay. Anyhow, Damon, Brandon, Keith, it's good to see y'all again here this evening. The excuse me, the first live stream I did earlier in the week, I went ahead and deleted it. There was a fellow named Wayne sent me a message, and he was kind of wondering, I guess, if YouTube had removed it. No, they didn't. You see, I didn't plan on keeping that live stream up here. I wanted a practice run to check the lighting, the sound, and everything, and see what kind of response I got. And like I said, everything seemed to go well. I got a brand new microphone here earlier today, and I'm still trying to figure out the StreamYard website to where I can invite people to come in and join the conversation later on. And, I still got a lot of stuff to figure out on here, but so far I'm having a lot of fun doing it. And, it's a learning process. As a matter of fact, the video camera I use to make my videos with, it's only point, aim, click, that kind of thing. Runs on 2 AA batteries. And then I just plug it into the USB port here on my computer, and it uploads the video. So, I'm a man that I may not take shortcuts, but if something, can be difficult, then it's got to be an easier way to do it. There's no use wasting time in doing something that is unnecessarily hard when you can do it just as well without a lot of the hassle, And I don't think there's a thing in the world wrong with that. But lately, or earlier, I mentioned my Glock 48, my holster come in for it. And I mentioned YouTube's guidelines. You cannot physically handle a firearm during a live stream. I would show the holster, but the pistol sitting up here right now in the holster in this rack. So I'm not going to pick up the pistol on a live stream because the way YouTube's getting these days, I don't want to be, right off the bat. But it was a nice holster. You can wear it either inside or outside the waistband. I forget the name brand of it. It's nylon, but it's nicer than one of those Wally World nylon jobs. And I only gave counting tax $17 for it on eBay. And yes, Virginia just charged sales tax even if you buy something off eBay from somebody in another state. It's just the way it is, I guess. Let's scroll back up through here a second. All right. Scott Hillbilly Morgan. There he is. Kentucky will represent it. Let's see. Who was it that said they were the only Yankee in the place? Let me look through here again. That's all right. People from up north are welcome here. My niece married a guy from up north on the Maryland coast. He's a great guy. Got no problem with people from different parts of the country. Let's see. Drop that bombshell. Well, gee whiz. Well, I'll look through it again anyway here later on. But I did a video here a few weeks ago about my Ruger SP101 revolver, and I'd put a brand new Pachmayr diamond grip on it. I love that grip. Now, I got to sit here and just say, if you got an SP101 and you got that original grip on it, you can do far better than the original grip. Now, the GP100 will come from the Ruger factory with a Hug monogrip on it. Why can't Ruger have the SP101 come from the factory with the Pachmayr diamond grip on it? I mean, heck, I'd pay an extra $15, $20 for that. You'd already have the grip on there. Wouldn't have to worry about it. I don't know. There's a lot of these gun accessory companies that just makes a killing because the gun companies won't add a certain feature or something. Like Smith & Wesson. No telling how much money Apex Triggers has made for Smith & Wesson replacement parts. They've made a lot of money, and can't blame them. Kept them in business. Look at Talon grips. I love those things. I got them on all my semi-autos. The rubber Talon grips, that is. And why don't some of these gun companies put the guns out with the Talon grips already on them? Of course, they'll probably wear out within a year or so, but that's when the gun companies can put a Talon grip inside the box or case with the new firearm, and it's already there when you purchase it. Talon and these gun companies ought to get together and make some kind of deal like that. Save a little time and effort, getting on, finding a place that has one, or going online and waiting a week or two to receive it. But I think that'd be a good idea. Talon grips going together, say with a Glock, and say, look, You put our grips in with your pistols. We'll make some kind of financial arrangement. There you have it. That's always bugged me. A lot of these people that manufacture the rifles. A lot of rifles these days don't come with sights. They don't come with scopes. They call them optic ready. Now, I know some cases, they'll come with the sights and the scopes, or one or the other, or both. I don't know. I have never bought a rifle in my life unless it had sights or a scope on it. These optic ready things, I've never fooled with them. Something else I've never done either that I hope to be doing next week for the very first time, shooting a pistol chambered in .380. I have never shot a pistol chambered in .380. Now, my buddy Patrick, we've seen him on a couple of my videos before. He also works with me. He has a Glock 42, and he's offered to let me use it and make a video with it. And I told him, yeah, I'd really like it. And that would be my first time shooting a .380. I'm 57 years old. Have never fired a .380. Oh, well, life's short. Might as well take advantage of it while you can. I don't know if I'll like it or dislike it. Maybe it'll be something I can either take or leave, but I'm looking forward to it. But, oh yeah, another shout out I want to give, but I haven't seen him in the side chat here. But if you're watching, want to send out a shout out to a good fella, Tyree. He's another co-worker. Hope you're doing well. And if you ever get the chance, come on up and, join the side chat. And if you ever really get the chance, come on up. We'll do a little target shooting, my friend. Anyhow, it's been going on for about 30 minutes now. Figured I'd give this a try. Everything seems to be working good as far as the side chat. And I'm seeing my face here on the computer screen. The lighting seems to be all right. And as Machi said, the sound is coming through okay, so everything seems to be working. I hope to have another live stream here within, I don't know, the next few days to a week. I know Thanksgiving holiday's coming up. And I hope to have some good topics to talk about. I didn't really have one today, but I just wanted to give this another test run. And this live stream here will not be deleted from my channel. Okay? Well, everybody, I hope you have a really good night. So I want to say thank you for stopping in and viewing and joining the side chat, hitting the like button. And I see quite a few's hit the dislike button. Or wait a minute. No, there ain't no dislike button. Oh, gee. There's another one. That's thumbs up, number 8. Thank you very much. Okay, it went down to 7. I guess back up to 10. Maybe I better keep my mouth shut about that like button, okay? Back down to 8. Okay. As far as the like button, I'm going to no more. Anyway, thanks a lot, everybody, for stopping by. Buffalo, Keith, Damon, Scott, Machi, Tabitha, Buffalo, Brandon, Joe, Big Boss Man from America's Dairyland. Let's see, Michael Davis. All right. Michael, hope you and Lance and your family are doing well. Let's see, who else? Connor Bowers. Let's see, James Wawerka. Yes, and just want to make sure I don't forget anybody before I get out of here. Boomstick. All right. Thank you all for stopping by. I hope to do this again soon. And have a nice night and have a nice weekend. Catch you good people later.